Hi everyone, this is Tony Richards and welcome to the TR Speaks Life Focus Minute. And I see tonight we're having a little trouble with the lighting in here, so hopefully it's not too dark, but I don't know what's going on here. But I want to talk tonight about entitlement, because you see, sometimes in life we feel we're entitled to things. We feel that because of the amount of education we have, the amount of opportunity we've had, the amount of experience we have, we feel that we can be entitled to things, and sometimes that's true and sometimes it's not. And entitlement can be positive and a negative. It just depends on how you use it and how you live it. Is your attitude and judgment stopping you from progress because you think you're better than others? No one's better than anyone else. You know, throughout history, we have always seen people that think they're better than other people. Well, I believe that no one's better than anyone else. We're all the same. And I think if we treated each other that way, we would have a much better world. Nobody's entitled to be over anyone else simply because of race, simply because of religion, simply because of the amount of money they make or anything else. And I worry about our country. I worry about the world because I think sometimes we get the wrong and the false impression that we're entitled to things. You see, once you tolerate a deficiency, and that's what entitlement can be in a negative way, it's really a deficiency that people have. But once you tolerate a deficiency, over time it becomes a habit. Lateness can become a deficiency. And we can think we're entitled to being late because of who we are. It's okay if people have to wait. It doesn't really matter. Yes, it does. Complaining, blame, these are all things that we feel entitled that we can do or should do or might be able to do. There's 3 steps with dealing with entitlement. 1, confront it. Confront it. Don't let people say or do things or act in a way that you do not want. They're not entitled to run your life. They're not entitled to tell you how you should behave. Unless you're in a situation where it's a correction, be very careful. 2, manage the expectation. There's an expectation that people have with entitlement. Now, I said entitlement can be in a very positive way. What's the expectation that people have of their bosses? What's the expectation that a child has of her or his parent? Manage that expectation so that respect and trust and integrity is the cornerstone. And number 3, demonstrate appreciation. If you're in a position where you might be over other people, appreciate who they are and what they are. You see, we all have unique gifts and talents. Don't take that for granted. And don't think you're better than anyone else. Because I've said this before and I'll say it again. You're not as good as you think you really are. You're really not. So solve your entitlement problem and quit being part of the problem. If you have a problem and your ego is so big, be careful. You're the one with the problem. So the life focus for tonight is the only thing you are entitled to do is to help others succeed and be better because you are part of their world. My old mentor, Zig Ziglar, used to say the way to success is to help enough other people get to where they want to be. If you want to look at entitlement, look at it as I have an obligation to help you get stronger and better and be better and more successful in what you want in life. In other words, be the solution and not the problem, and go forward. Write me at TonyRichardsSpeaking@gmail.com. Check out my website at trspeaks.vpweb.com. Have a great evening or a great morning wherever you are in the world. Watch entitlement. It can be a plus, it can be a negative. And go forward.